Jenkins Martin, illustrated by Tim Hopgood. Violet's Frog by Martin Jenkins, illustrated by Tim Hopgood. This frog is huge for a frog. It's a gullet frog and it lives in Western Africa. It's the biggest frog in the world. Sometimes it eats other frogs. These frogs are tiny. This is the smallest kind of frogs in the world. Or at least the smallest that anybody knows. But it lives in Papua New Guinea. And this one has a very strange nose. It's called Darwin frogs, and it lives in South America. No one really knows why it has a pointy nose. Oops! This frog can jump really far, really quickly. It's a striped rocket frog from Australia. It can jump 16 feet, 5 meters, and one go very handy for escaping from enemies in a hurry. What's that? Crow, conk, ribbit, rack, chirp, and these ones make an awful lot of noise. Frogs call to let other frogs know they are there. These frogs are male frogs. Female frogs are generally much quieter. The big one in the middle is a bullfrog. This one is called a flying frog. Oh, tough, it can't really fly. It lives in trees and forests in Southeast Asia. It speeds out the skin between its toes to help it float in the air when it jumps from tree to tree. And this one is called a hairy frog. Oh, tough, it doesn't have any real hair. The hairy frog lives in Western Africa. The things that look like hairs are little strips of skin. They probably help the frog breathe. when it's underwater. I think these frogs are all very beautiful. I couldn't tell you which one is the most beautiful, but I can tell you that each one could kill a horse tough, only if the horse was silly enough to try to eat it. A horse wouldn't eat a frog on purpose, but plenty of other animals, South American poison arrow frogs have deadly poison in their skin to help protect them. Their bright colors are a way of saying keep away. These frogs make a nest of foam for their eggs. They are African gray tree frogs. Their nests hang in branches over ponds or streams. When the eggs in the nests hatch, the tadpoles wriggle out and drop into the water below. And the one with the very strange nose looks after his baby in its throat. The male drawing frog snaps up the eggs just before they hatch and keeps the tadpoles in a special pouch. In a special pouch in his throat. You did think he would swallow them all the way down by accident, but he never seems to do that. This frog never leaves the water. It's an African clawed frog. It spends its whole life living in a stream or pond. Not many frogs do that. And this frog can live buried in the ground for years and years, waiting for the rain. It's an Australian water-holding frog, and it lives in the desert. It makes a little room for itself, where it stays cool and damp. When it rains and the ground gets wet, the frog digs itself out. All these frogs are wonderful, but my favorite frog of all is a medium-sized greeny brown one that sits on a lily pad in my backyard pond. Vitamins, mossy frog, desert rain frog, Maglassy rainbow frog, urgently horned frog, painted reed frog, white belly reed frog, splendid leaf frog, black rain frog, and then the end. No, that's the story of Fabulous Frog.